Hey friends, I'm on vacation, but I thought I would drop in to be accountable for my sales that have gone on the past week. So if you want to know what sold, stay tuned.
Three crews, Brazil, where the deals just shine. Boss ladies on the grind every single time. From Victor's to new, they got the fashion view. Step into their world, you feel brand new. Got Gucci, got Prada, got everything you crave. Their passion for fashion is what they bravely gave. Brazil game.
Hey friends, it's Stephanie with Three Queens Resell, and if you're new here, welcome to rainy Marco Island. And if you are a reseller bestie, welcome. Thank you guys for supporting me, commenting, hanging in, encouraging me, and keeping me accountable. It occurred to me that sorry friends, I have a ghetto set up on some Uno cards, Chips Ahoy, and Ritz crackers. So, sorry. But it occurred to me that I hadn't checked in with you guys with sales over the past week because I've been on vacation. First, I was in Chicago at a family reunion, and then we were at home for like 13 hours, and then we flew here to Marco Island in Florida. And friends, it's like record rain here. Like, even though like local people are like, I'm so sorry, it's raining, it never rains like this. It has rainstormed super hard. This has actually been the nicest it's been, and it's still raining, but it's not gray and like the wind's not whipping up. But since we've been here, this is Wednesday, so the last 2 days we are waterlogged, hence this look. I'm not even going to try to straighten my hair out anymore because every time I go out, I look a mess again. But I digress. If you are new to this channel, I am a full-time reseller, and I share my reselling journey. I rebooted my business to focus on increasing our sales on eBay a little over 6 weeks ago. And then since then, I've kind of made it kind of my little niche to check in with my reseller besties and be accountable on my reselling journey to you guys each day. So we're going to go all the way back to June 2nd. And this table's soaking wet, so hopefully I don't get my notebook wet. And go through our sales. So I didn't do like the breakout numbers, but it's easy because I only had 2 sales. And just so you know, when I'm on vacation, eBay has been on time away. So the first stint I did 4 days, and that ended on Sunday because we were home Sunday, and I could ship everything that had sold from that Wednesday to that Sunday for eBay and for all the platforms. And then I reinitiated time away when we left on Sunday to go from Monday until we return on Friday, so those items will ship on Saturday. So fingers crossed the storm doesn't delay our departure on Friday. But other platforms are just as usual. I did not do any time away. I've just been shipping. eBay gives you up to 10 days, so that's no issue. Mecari and Depop, 5 days before they really start bothering you. And with eBay set to time away, we're good. But I am going to go over last week, so Sunday through Saturday's numbers. So June 2nd to, I believe, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, maybe 8th. But let's get into it. First up, we have on Sunday, June 2nd, 2 sales. The first was this J. Jill lamb's wool knit chunky sweater, size extra large. It sold for $30. After the $6 in fees, I was left with $24. Then on eBay, we sold this vintage Coach burgundy suede leather bag. It was featured in my cleanup, my restoring suede video. So I'll link that up above so that you can see how I brought that back to life. We took an offer on that. and the order total came to $50.53. Sales tax that the buyer paid was $301. Our transaction fee was $697. Our shipping label was $852, and our earnings were $32.03. And that is it for our Sunday sales. Then on Monday, June 3rd, we had a total of 5 sales. So first up were these Gap maternity shorts, size 6. They sold on Mecari for $10.95, and they had been listed I made $7.05. They had been listed since November 14th of 2023. Okay, I got do not disturb on now, so hopefully we won't be having those messages. I'm gonna see if I can get a lighter view. I'm trying to go off from. Okay, the lighting is a little bit better from this angle. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. This is not the normal office setup. Next up, we had these Free People shorts. They were called the Ipana short. They were a size 8. They sold for $15. After the $3 in fees, I was left with 12, and those sold on Poshmark. They had been listed since April 2nd. Next up, we had a Mecari sale. These had been listed in under 30 days. They had been listed since May 31st. And these were the American Eagle Slim jeans, size 32-30, and they sold for $20. Mecari American Eagle men's jeans are normally a quick $20 to $25 sale for me. So, and pretty plentiful in the Goodwill bins. Next up was another Mecari sale. This was the Drop Maxi Dress, brown size medium. It sold for $19, and it had been listed since February 28th. Then on eBay, we had these wearables Geyser crop pants, size medium. They had been listed since May 27th, so under 30 days. Those sold on eBay. The order total was $31.65. The sales tax was $234. The transaction fee was $431. The shipping label was $431 as well, leaving us with $20.69. So our numbers for Monday, June 3rd, eBay, we had made $20.69 off of our one sale. And on the other platforms that include Poshmark and Mecari, we made $58.05 for a total of $78.74. The average sale price was $15.74, and the cost of goods was $5.75 for the items that sold. Moving on to Tuesday, June 4th, we had 6 sales. So we had 2 Poshmark, 1 Depop, and 3 eBay. Poshmark, we start off with the Saucony running shoe size 10. They had been listed since December 1st, 23. I should not pick up, well, this is before I researched things, and I just was like, oh, 2 shoes. These sold for $10. After the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $7.05. Now that I am looking up comps on everything, as well as sell-through rate, I would not pick those up. Next up was this Nike Dry Fit running skirt size large. It sold on Poshmark as well for $18. After the $3.60 in fees, I was left with $14.40. They are so loud down there, but they are having a good time and has finally stopped raining. I think I'm going to pause for a moment and take my kiddo swimming while it is not raining, and then I will be back. So okay, back from pool time. It started raining, but it's not raining like thunder and lightning raining, and the wind has really died down. So she's still down there with her dad. So I'm going to take advantage of getting these numbers out in a quiet room. I ate my dinner of potato chips. Next up, we had a Depop sale. This was the drop maxi dress medium. It sold for $19. Well, I made $19. I didn't write all the other fun numbers down. But it had been listed since February 8th. Next up, on eBay, we had this J. Jill long sleeve shirt size medium. The order total was $31.43. The transaction fee was $4.28. The shipping label was $4.43, and my earnings were $22.72. And that had been listed since April 11th. Next up, we had this Under Armour Polo Black, also an eBay sale. The order total was $14.31. The sales tax was 81 cents. The transaction fee was $2.17. The shipping label was $5, and the earnings were $6.33. Under Armour is one of those ones I'm kind of leery about picking up. Certain pieces sell for more. It generally does flip within the 90 days that I'm looking for, but I am trying to get to that average $15 to $25 sell point. Next up on eBay was this Columbia Omni Heat long sleeve black shirt, size large. Order total was $18.16. The sales tax was 98 cents. The transaction fee was $2.94. The shipping label was $5.45. The ad fee was 91 cents, and our earnings were $7.81. So our numbers for Tuesday, eBay, we had 3 sales for a total of $36.90. Poshmark and Depop, we had 3 sales for a total of $40. Our grand total for the day was $77.35. Average sale price was $12.89, and our cost of goods was $7. Moving on to Wednesday, June 5th, we had 2 sales, both of them on eBay. The first was this Express Editor Nuatag mid-rise boot cut, size 12 long, and it had been listed since May 30th, so it was under 30-day flip. Our order total was $27.09. The sales tax was $177. The transaction fee was $375. Shipping label $532, and our earnings were $16.25. And then we had this LL Bean traditional fit polo blue, size medium. It had been listed since January 4th. The order total was $28.28. The sales tax was $101. The transaction fee was $290. The shipping label was $487, and the ad fee was $101, and our earnings were $10.49. I generally do promote between 2 and 5% depending on the brand of the item, and things don't get promoted right away. Normally it takes me a couple of weeks to get to it, so we have plenty of things sell without any ad promotion at all. And our numbers for Wednesday, eBay, we had 2 sales for a total of $26.74. Our average sale price was $13.37, and our cost of goods for those items was $2.30. And if you're new here and you're wondering how I keep my cost of goods so low, I primarily shop at the Goodwill outlet. About 98% of what we get comes from the outlet, and I plan on continuing that trend through the summer. I am on vacation, and I did go to not a Goodwill, but like a church thrift. So I'll bring that haul to you in a day or so. But the things were significantly higher there than what I'm used to paying for. So I'll have to be very careful in listing those. But I got some good items. Moving on to Thursday, June 6th, we had 0 sales day, which I'm so fine with, because I haven't been listing. And I knew it was bound to come. And when I think back to last year, this time when we were on vacation, I had several days of zero sales days. So to only, and actually we did have something sell. It's just that we had to cancel the order on Poshmark. So technically we didn't bring in any money since I had to cancel that sale. It already sold and had not gotten deleted. We have less and less of that as well too. But so that brings us to Friday, June 7th, where we rebounded with 5 sales. And this was Friday. So we had an oldie but a goldie. These Massimo straight leg pants, size 10. They had been listed since November 18th of 2022. They sold for $19. After the $3.80, I was left with $15.20. So people often ask me when I tell them what I do, and they're like, how long do you keep stuff? The goal is to flip things within 90 days. That's my goal. We want to carry about 3,000 items at all times and constantly be rotating those items in and out. So I would like to get to a point where we're selling about 12,000 items a year, like annually. So I don't want to hold on to things forever and ever, but we do have a lot of space. I showed a reel. I did a YouTube like short of our reselling space. So if I find it, I will link it and you can check out how much space we actually have. But we definitely don't want to hold on to things forever, but we do have room for things. Next up was this Daily Ritual sweatshirt size large. It had been listed since August 23rd of 2023. It sold on Poshmark for $15. After the $3 in fees, I was left with $12. Then on Poshmark, we had these Veronica Beard Mules Black size 9. They had been listed since March 4th. They sold for $56. After the $11.20 in fees, I was left with $44.80. And Veronica Beard does not command the money that it used to, but you can still get good money from it. So if you see it, just look up the comps. The smaller sizes do not do as well for me. So I would try to trend towards the larger sizes in their items, as well as their blazers. That's what seems to bring in the big bucks. On eBay, we had these RVCA swim trunks, men's size 34. The order total was $20.81. The sales tax was $1.13. The transaction fee was $2.97. The shipping label was $4.68, and my earnings were $12.03. And that had been listed under 30 days, only since May 14th. Then we had this Columbia PFG Bahama 2 long sleeve black button down size 2X. It had been listed since May 31st. The order total was $27.29. The sales tax was $167. The transaction fee was $347. The shipping label was $562, and my earnings were $16.23. So our numbers for Friday, we had 2 sales on eBay for a total of $28.26. Then the other platforms, which just include Poshmark on this day, we had 3 for a total of $72, and then our daily total was $100.26 for the 5 items. The average sale price was $20.05, and the cost of goods was $16.60 for the items sold today. And then our last day that we'll talk about in this video is Saturday, June 8th. We had 3 sales. And the first is this Lily Pulitzer V-neck sweater, size extra small. It had been listed since April 9th of 2023. And once again, over a year. But we want to hang on to items. We don't want to hang on to items forever, but also we want to make sure that we get as close to the sale value as we can. This sold for $20. After the $4 in fees, I was left with 16. And then also on Poshmark, we sold these Talbots career casual pant, blue, size 18 women's. They sold for 14. After the $2.95 in fees, we were left with 11.05. Those were only listed 5 days. I think my husband took an offer that I would have countered because they weren't listed that long. But at any rate, they're sold and on the way to a new home. And so Talbots, I talk about this all the time. Talbots, Chico's, J. Jill, those are bread and butter brands, and the larger the size, the better. You're going to sell them, move through them quicker. Not going to make like big money, but they're very reliable for that $15 to $30 price point, and will sell, pretty quickly. And I would say size 12 and up, but I do buy Chico's, Talbots, and J. Jill in smaller sizes as well, especially from the Goodwill outlet. Then the last sale was this Eliza J long sleeve fit and flare dress, size 16. It had been listed since April 23rd, sold on eBay. The order total was $60.64. The sales tax was $282. The transaction fee was $7.89. The shipping label was $6.82, and our earnings were $43.11, bringing our eBay sales to one for the day with a total of $43.11. Poshmark, we had 2 for the day at $27.05. Our total was $70.16 for all 3 sales, and our average sales price was $23.38, and our cost of goods was $16.30 for the items sold. So that brings me the end of our video today. So I got you caught up on the first week of June, and definitely I'll get you caught up on the next few days, and then we'll be back to our daily videos once I get back from vacation. So I hope you are having good sales and just having a great summer. I know I am, even though we've been met with some stormy weather. I've had a great time. I'm having a great time with my kiddos and husband, and can't wait to enjoy the rest of our vacation and make it back home to start working full time in my business again. So I will see you in the next one. Do me a favor. We are 9 watch hours from being monetized. So if you could watch any of the playlist linked throughout or at the end of the video, it would really just mean the world to me and help me support, showing support to this channel. Once we get monetized, that will be an additional stream of income for us to continue to grow our reselling business. And then I get to have justify all the time I spend on creating these videos, because right now it's just a hobby, and I do enjoy making them, but it would be so great to bring in a little cash. So I will see you in the next one, friends, and I appreciate you guys so much. Bye.
3 Queens, Brazil, where the deals just shine. Boss ladies on the grind every single time. From victims to new, they got the fashion view. Step into their world, you feel brand new. Got Gucci, got Prada, got everything you crave. Their passion for fashion is what they bravely gave. Brazil getting strong and the ladies in command. 3 Queens, Brazil, taking over the land.